You've been lied to about goals your entire life. Let me tell you something simple, but very important. For many years, people told you one thing. Set big goals. Dream big. Write your goals down. Focus on the future. You believed it. You tried it. Maybe you still do it today. But here is the truth. It is not working. Not because you are weak. Not because you are lazy. Not because you are not smart. It is because the idea is wrong. Goals are not enough. Goals are not the real answer. And maybe no one told you this before. So today, you will see something new, something simple, something powerful, something that can change your life. Slowly, quietly, but deeply. Let's start. Think about your past. How many times did you set a goal? Maybe you said, I want to learn English, or I want to lose weight, or I want to be rich, or I want to wake up early. At that moment, you felt excited. You felt strong. You felt ready. You imagined your future. You saw yourself speaking English. You saw yourself fit and healthy. You saw yourself successful. It felt good, very good. But then, what happened? After a few days, maybe a few weeks, something changed. You felt tired. You felt busy. You felt distracted. You told yourself, I will start tomorrow. But tomorrow did not come. Slowly, you stopped. The book stayed closed. The plan stayed on paper. The dream stayed in your mind. And you felt something else. You felt disappointed. You felt guilty. You felt like you failed. But listen carefully. You did not fail. The system failed you. Because you were taught the wrong way. You were told to focus on goals. But goals are only the end. They are not the path. They are not the work. They are not the daily action. A goal is like a mountain. It shows you where to go, but it does not help you climb. If you stand at the bottom and only look at the top, you will feel small. You will feel far. You will feel weak. And you will stop. Because it is too much, too far, too hard. Now imagine something different. You do not look at the top. You look at your next step. Just one step. Then another step. Then another. You move slowly, but you move every day. That is the difference. Goals make you look far. Systems make you move now. And that's the secret. Most people wait. They wait for the right time. They wait for motivation. They wait to feel ready. But that feeling is not stable. Some days you feel strong. Some days you feel tired. Some days you feel happy. Some days you feel lost. If your success depends on your feelings, you will stop many times because feelings change. They come, they go, they rise, they fall. They are not stable. But a system is different. A system does not ask, how do you feel? A system says, this is what you do every day, no matter what. Even when you are tired, even when you are busy, even when you do not want to, you still do it because it is your system. Think about something simple. You brush your teeth every day. Do you wait for motivation? Do you say, I will brush my teeth when I feel ready? No, you just do it. It is automatic. It is normal. It is part of your life. That is what a system looks like. Now imagine this in your goals. Imagine learning English like brushing your teeth. Every day, simple, normal. No stress, no pressure, just action. Small action, but daily. This is how real change happens. Not fast, not loud, but steady, strong, and real. Let's look deeper. Why do goals feel so hard? Because goals focus on results. They focus on the future. They say, you are not there yet. You are not good enough yet. You still need more. So every day you feel behind. You feel not enough. You feel pressure. And pressure makes you tired. Pressure makes you stop. But systems are different. Systems focus on action. They focus on today. They say, just do this. Just start. Just continue. No pressure, no stress, just movement. And movement creates progress, even if it is small. Small progress is still progress, and small progress every day becomes big progress. This is something many people do not understand. They think big change comes from big action, but that is not true. Big change comes from small actions, repeated many times, day after day, week after week, month after month. That is the real power. Let's imagine something. You improve just a little every day, very small, almost nothing, but you do it every day. After 1 week, you feel a little better. After 1 month, you see some change. After 1 year, you are a different person. Not because of one big moment, but because of many small moments. This is how systems work. Quiet, slow, but powerful. Now let me ask you a question. Do you want fast success or real success? Fast success feels good at the start, but it does not last. Real success feels slow, but it stays. Systems give you real success because they build habits, and habits build your life. Your life is not your dreams. Your life is your daily actions. What you do every day is who you become. If you read every day, you become a reader. If you practice every day, you become skilled. If you save money every day, you become stable. If you learn English every day, you become fluent. It is simple. Not easy, but simple. Now, you may think, this sounds good, but how do I start? Do not worry. We will go step by step. But first, you must change your thinking. Stop asking, what do I want to achieve? Start asking, what do I do every day? That question changes everything because it moves you from dreaming to doing, from thinking to action, from future to present. And the present is where your life happens. Not tomorrow, not next year, today, right now. So forget the big picture for a moment. Forget the big dream. Focus on today. What can you do today? Just one small thing. That is enough. Because one small thing is the beginning of everything. And once you begin, you create something powerful. Momentum. Momentum is like a push. At first, it is hard. You feel slow. You feel heavy. But after you start, it becomes easier. You feel stronger. You feel faster. And you keep going. That is why starting is the most important step. Not planning, not thinking, not waiting. Starting. Even small, even imperfect, even messy. Just start. Because action creates energy. Energy creates motivation, not the other way. This is another lie people believe. They think, I need motivation to start. No, you need to start to get motivation. That is the truth. And systems help you start because systems remove thinking. They remove decision. They remove doubt. They give you a clear path. And when the path is clear, you move. And when you move, you grow. So remember this. You do not need better goals. You need better systems. You do not need more motivation. You need more action. You do not need to wait. You need to start. Today, right now, with something small. Because small is powerful. Small is possible. Small is repeatable. And repeat is the key. Repeat builds habit. Habit builds identity. and identity builds your future. So take a deep breath. Let go of pressure. Let go of fear. Let go of the need to be perfect. And take one step. Just one. That is enough. Because every big journey starts with one step. And today, you are finally ready to take it. Part 2. You started to see the truth. Goals are not enough. Now we go deeper. We talk about systems, but not just what they are. We talk about how they change you. Slowly, quietly, from the inside. Let me show you something important. A goal is something you want. A system is something you do. This looks simple, but it changes everything. When you focus on goals, you think about results. You think about the future. You think about what you do not have. But when you focus on systems, you think about actions. You think about today. You think about what you can do now. This small change in thinking creates a big change in your life. Because your life is not made by big moments. It is made by small actions every day. Now, let's talk about identity. This is very powerful. This is the real secret. Most people say, I want to be successful. I want to be confident. I want to be fluent in English. These are goals. They are outside of you. They are things you want to reach. But systems are different. Systems change who you are, not just what you get. Let me give you an example. Two people want to run. The first person says, I want to run a marathon. This is a goal. So they train for some time. They push hard. They feel tired. They finish the race. And then they stop because the goal is done. The second person says, I am a runner. This is not a goal. This is identity. So what do? They run every day, even when it is slow, even when it is short, even when it is hard. They keep going because that is who they are. A runner runs. It is natural. It is normal. It is part of their life. Now look at the difference. The first person changes for a short time. The second person changes for life. That is the power of systems. They build identity, and identity is strong, very strong. Because when your identity changes, your actions change. And when your actions change, your life changes. You do not need to push yourself. You do not need to fight yourself. You do not need to say, I must do this. You just do it, because it is you. Let's make it simple. If you read every day, you become a reader. If you write every day, you become a writer. If you speak English every day, you become an English speaker. It does not happen in one day. It happens slowly, but it happens, and it stays. Now, let's talk about something else. Momentum. Momentum is very important. Maybe you felt this before. You start something. At first, it feels hard, very hard. Your body feels heavy, your mind feels slow, you want to stop, but you continue, just a little more. Then something changes. You feel better, you feel stronger, you feel more focused. You keep going. That is momentum. Momentum is like a wave. At first, you push the wave. Then, the wave pushes you. This is why starting is so important, because without starting, there is no momentum. And without momentum, everything feels hard. Most people do not fail because they are weak. They fail because they never build momentum. They stop too early. They wait too long. They think too much. They do too little. But systems fix this, because systems make you start every day, even when it is small, even when it is not perfect. And when you start every day, you build momentum, slowly, step by step. And one day, you feel it. You feel the flow. You feel the energy. You feel the progress. And you do not want to stop. That is when things change. Now, let's talk about another truth.
Systems work even when you do not feel like it. This is very important because feelings are not stable. Some days you feel good, some days you feel bad. If you only work when you feel good, you will not go far. But systems do not care about feelings. Systems care about action. They say, this is what we do, not this is what we feel. Let's go back to a simple example. Brushing your teeth. You do it every day, even when you are tired, even when you are busy, even when you do not want to. Why? Because it is your habit. It is your system. Now imagine this in your life. Imagine you study every day, not because you feel like it, but because it is your system. Imagine you exercise every day, not because you are excited, but because it is your routine. Imagine you practice English every day, not because you are motivated, but because it is normal. This is the power of systems. They remove the question. They remove the fight. They remove the stress. You do not ask, should I do it today? You already know. The answer is yes. Always yes. Now, let's talk about something many people feel. Pressure. Goals create pressure. You feel it. You think, I must reach this goal. I must be better. I must be faster. I must succeed. And every day you see the distance. You see how far you are. You feel behind. You feel not enough. And this feeling grows. It becomes heavy. It becomes stressful. And slowly, it breaks you. But systems are different. Systems remove pressure. They focus on the process. They focus on the action. They say, just do today. Just follow the plan. Just take the next step. No pressure, no stress. Just movement. And movement feels good because you are doing something.
You are not waiting. You are not stuck. You are moving. Even if it is slow, and slow is okay. Slow is still progress. Let's take an example. You want to learn English. If you think, I want to be fluent, it feels big, very big, maybe too big. But if you think, today I learn 5 words, it feels easy. It feels possible. And when something feels possible, you do it. And when you do it, you win. Every small action is a win. And many small wins build confidence. And confidence builds strength. And strength builds success. Now, you are not chasing a big goal. You are living a daily system. And this changes your life. You feel calm. You feel focused. You feel in control. Because you know what to do. Every day. No confusion, no stress. Just action. Now, let's go even deeper. Systems do something very special. They change your brain. Yes, your brain. When you repeat an action every day, your brain learns. It says, this is important. This is normal. This is part of life. And it makes it easier, faster, automatic. At first, everything is hard. You must think. You must push. You must remember. But after some time, you do not think. You just do. This is habit. This is system. And this is power. Because when something is automatic, it does not need energy. It does not need motivation. It just happens. And when good actions happen every day, your life improves. Without stress, without force, without struggle. Now, think about your future. Not your big dream, not your big goal. Think about your daily life. What do you do every day? That is your future. If your days are strong, your future is strong. If your days are weak, your future is weak. It is that simple. So do not focus on one big day. Focus on many small days, good days, simple days, consistent days. Because many good days create a great life. And systems help you build those days, one by one, step by step, quietly, powerfully. Now you understand more. Goals are not bad, but they are not enough. Systems are the real answer. They guide you, they support you,
They carry you. Even when you're tired, even when you're lost, even when you feel nothing, they keep you moving. And movement is everything. Because if you keep moving, you will arrive. Maybe not fast, maybe not easy, but you will arrive. And when you arrive, you will see something. It was not one big moment. It was many small steps. And those steps were your system. And your system was your power. Now you are ready for the next step. In the next part, you will learn how to build your own system. Simple, real, and strong. A system that fits your life. A system you can follow every day. A system that will change your future. Slowly, but surely. Part 3. Now you understand something powerful. Systems can change your life. But one question is still here. How do you build a system? How do you start? Do not worry. We will go step by step. Simple, clear, real. First, do not think about a big goal. Do not think about the end. Think about direction. Direction is not a finish line. Direction is a path. It answers one question. Where am I going? Not when will I arrive? For example, you do not say, I want to be perfect in English. You say, I want to use English every day. That is direction. It is simple. It is clear. It helps you move. Now, step 2. Make your actions small. Very small. Most people make a big mistake. They try to change everything in one day. They say, I will study for hours. I will wake up early. I will do many things. It looks strong, but it does not last because it is too much, too fast, too heavy. And the brain does not like heavy things. The brain likes easy things. So make it easy. If you want to learn English, start with 10 minutes. If you want to exercise, start with 5 minutes. If you want to read, start with 1 page. Small actions feel easy, and when something is easy, you do it again, and again, and again. This is how habits grow. Now, step 3. Make it daily. Not perfect, not long, but daily. Every day, do something, even very small, even very short, even when you are tired. Because the power is not in size. The power is in repeat. Repeat builds habit. Habit builds system. System builds life. If you miss one day, it is okay. Do not stop. Do not quit. Just come back. The next day. Because one missed day is not failure. Stopping is failure. So always come back. Always continue. Now, step 4. Make it simple. Very simple. Do not create a hard system. Do not create a complex plan, because you will not follow it. Life is busy. Life is full. So your system must be light, easy to do, easy to remember, easy to repeat. For example, do not say, I will study many things. Say, I watch 1 video. I learn 5 words. I speak for 5 minutes. That is enough. Simple systems work. Complex systems break. Always remember this. Simple wins.
Now, step 5. Track your action, not your result. This is important. Many people look at results. They say, I am not good yet. I am not there yet. And they feel bad. But systems are not about results. They are about action. So track your action. Did you do it today? Yes or no? That is enough. You can write it down. You can mark it. You can see your progress. And when you see many days, you feel proud. You feel strong. You want to continue. This builds momentum. Now, step 6, trust the process. This is the hardest part because results are slow, very slow.
At first, you see nothing, no change, no big result. And your mind says this is not working. But that is not true. Something is happening inside, quietly, slowly, like a seed in the ground. You do not see it, but it is growing. Roots are forming, strength is building, and one day it shows. And people say, wow, but they did not see the process. They only see the result. So trust your system, even when it is quiet, even when it is slow, even when no one sees it, because change is happening. Now, let's talk about real life. Let's take English learning. Many people say, I want to be fluent, but they have no system. So what happens? They study one day, they stop for many days, they forget, they feel stuck, they quit. But with a system, everything changes. Imagine this. Every day you watch one video. Every day you learn 5 words. Every day you speak for 5 minutes. That is all. Simple, small, but daily. After 1 week, you feel better. After 1 month, you see progress. After 3 months, you are different. Not perfect, but better. More confident, more comfortable. And you did not feel stress, because you did not chase a goal. You followed a system. Now, let's talk about something deeper. Peace. Yes, peace of mind. Most people feel stress because they think about the future. They think, I am not there yet. I need more. I must be better. And this creates pressure every day. But systems change this. Systems bring you back to today. They say, just do your action. Just follow your plan. Just take one step. And this feels calm. This feels light. Because you are not chasing, you are doing. You are not waiting, you are moving. And movement brings peace. Because you know you are on the right path. You are doing your part. And that is enough.
Now, you stop comparing. You stop looking at others. You stop feeling behind. Because your focus is simple. Your system, your action, your day. And this gives you freedom. Freedom from stress, freedom from doubt, freedom from pressure. Now you live differently. You wake up and you know what to do. You do your system, step by step. No noise, no rush, no fear. Just action. And this action builds your future, quietly, every day. Now we come to the final truth. You do not need perfect days. You need consistent days. Some days will be easy. Some days will be hard. Some days you feel strong. Some days you feel weak. But you still show up. You still do your system, even a little, even a small step. Because small steps matter. They always matter. Now, look at your life. Not your dream, not your goal. Look at your day. What do you do every day? That is your answer. That is your future. If you change your day, you change your life. And systems help you change your day. One action at a time, one habit at a time, one step at a time. So now it is your turn. Do not wait. Do not think too much. Do not plan too long. Start. Today. Right now. Choose one small action. Something easy. Something simple. Something you can do every day. And do it. Repeat it. Keep it. Trust it. Because this small action is not small. It is the beginning of your system, the beginning of your change, the beginning of your new life. Remember this. You do not need more goals. You need a system. You do not need more motivation. You need action. You do not need the perfect time. You need to start. And when you start, everything begins. Slowly, quietly, but powerfully. Your future is not far away. It is built today in your small actions, in your daily system. So take the step,
and keep going, because this time you are not chasing a dream, you are building a life, one day at a time.
To support this channel, please subscribe, like, share, and leave a comment. Your engagement allows us to keep producing high-quality shadowing lessons for you.